social media is like one of the biggest triggers of it, and every time you go on there, that's what you do. Like, you compare. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Krystal, and I will be talking to you guys about a few different topics today that have been on my mind lately. It is the start of the year, it's a new decade, 2020, and I can't believe that it's here already, but it's here and we're living it right now in this moment, and I'm grateful and I'm appreciative and I'm thankful, and I have a heart full of gratitude for the Most High above for letting me see another decade. 2020 kind of sounds surreal to say, like 2020. It just almost sounds like, in retrospect, 50 years from now when I'm talking to my grandkids, like telling them about all that was going on at this time. I feel like it's just gonna be such a story to tell because so much history is being made right now. So much history is being made right now on all parts of life and the world, especially in America. But yeah, so today I'm going to be touching just on a few different topics. I'm going to be doing my makeup while doing so. If you're interested in watching, I have to say, stick around and keep watching. So let's start off some lip moisturizer. You guys, it is currently snowing outside. It's 23 degrees out here in Philly. It's snowing. I mean, it is January, but like, come on. Guys, it's kind of crazy that it's 2020. I know I said this already, but I don't know, it's just kind of crazy that it's like really 2020. Like, it sounds surreal when you say it as like a year. Like, we're in the year 2020. Our kids, like, we're gonna look back at this year, I feel like, and tell our kids stories like in back in 2020. Like, you know how they say back in the 50s, we're gonna be like back in the 20s. back in the 2020s. You feel me? Like, it's crazy. I woke up this morning feeling blessed beyond measure. Even though I be taking a lot of losses in private, I feel like I be taking a lot of wins through all of my losses and all of my lessons. I don't like to say losses. I like to say lessons. It's either you win or you learn. Like, that's how I look at it. Always look at it as a win-win situation. I mean, last year and even now in the beginning of this year, I've been reflecting a lot on, I'm applying my matte Poreless Classic Tan Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 335. I was like on Instagram this morning and I was posting a few different things like on kind of the same topic, but just like different subtopics of that topic. And the main thing I wanted to kind of get across was, don't let Instagram rush you. Don't let where you see people on Instagram make you feel like you're not moving fast enough, like you're not creating fast enough. I posted this specifically for people who create. So all creatives out there, that's really who I had posted it for. But I had sat back and I kind of realized, like, this kind of goes for everybody. Do not let Instagram, don't let social media overall, don't let that shit make you feel like you're not moving fast enough. Like, it's a fucking app. Like, always keep that in the back of your mind, maybe in the front if you have space, but always keep it right here. Like, it's an app. Like, always remind yourself, it's an app. It's supposed to move like at this pace. It's supposed to be fast. It's supposed to be 5G. Like, what I'm trying to say is, it is technology. Technology moves at lightning speeds. You have people constantly uploading stuff all day, every day. And on top of not only them uploading stuff, they're posting the most significant parts of their lives. Like, you don't see them when they wake up in the morning, how they look, or you don't see what's going on behind closed doors, or what they are dealing with in their life. You just see the good. You just see the better parts of their lives, and we're constantly like comparing ourselves to that. And like, even when we try to trick ourselves into thinking that we're not comparing ourselves, we're still sitting there thinking about it, which subconsciously you're comparing yourself to that person, like, without knowing it. I personally have struggled with this, and I have friends that tell me their struggles about this too. And I think it's honestly a very common thing because we're growing up in this day and age of social media. We're all kind of adjusting ourselves to it in a way because it's new. We're all from different generations, but we're all living in this one, and this one is different. and this one is gonna continue being different. It's gonna continue growing to be different, and it's gonna continue to innovate itself and evolve itself and grow and get bigger and get faster. And you have to be able to learn how to adapt, not necessarily change who you are and change what it is that you believe in. You might not agree with the things that are happening now, but I guarantee you, if you can adapt, you will be fine. I don't know who said this quote, but it's a quote that has stuck with me for a long time, since the first time I heard it. Change is the only thing in life that's constant. Like, you gotta really think about that. I'm gonna let you think about that one. Necessary change that sometimes we're afraid to make, but at the same time, it always comes back around to be changed, because the universe always pulls and it pushes. Like, it pushes what needs to be pushed out of your life and pulls what needs to be pulled into your life, even when we don't want to do it ourselves. So I should have applied this first. I normally do. I guess I had forgotten. But what I did do though was I didn't really apply a lot of foundation under my eye. I just applied it around so that when I put the color corrector on, it would be fine. So like I was saying, change is the only thing in this world, in this life, that's constant. It's one of the only things that are constant, because everything always changes. I wanted to also say this part. I'm so happy. Like, I'm so grateful. We're at 52K now, and I just want to say thank you to you guys who continue to support my channel, to continue to watch my videos and show love and leave me comments, email me, ask me questions. I'm grateful for the support. I'm grateful for the feedback. I'm grateful for the genuineness and the positivity on my channel. I don't have much negative like energy or people or comments on my channel, so I'm really happy about that. That makes me feel like I'm portraying positive vibes. Thank you for the support. 52K, we're gonna keep grinding all year. I'm going to make sure, let me not even say I'm going to make sure, God is gonna bless me this year with 100,000 subscribers. Mark my word. So I was talking to you guys about what I had said on social media, right? So the first post was, creatives, don't let the fast pace of social media pressure you into thinking you're not producing fast enough. Rome was not built in a day, and what comes easy won't last. Put real thought and real effort behind your work before you let the world see it, because it shows when you do or you don't. Everyone can tell quick from quality. And this is like a message that I'm writing because I know that I've been there, and I know how it feels to feel like social media is moving at such a fast pace. Like, I'm not getting shit done as fast as I should be. Like, these 14-15-year-old rappers are like successful and I'm not. These 21-year-old buying Bentleys and Rollies and Pateks and APs, and you know what I'm saying, they living in LA or they living in New York and they got a whole career. I'm 25, 30 years old, 35 years old, still not where I want to be, still not, you know, like, everyone's path is different, bro. Everyone has a different path. Everybody has a different purpose in life. Everyone has a different life path. Everyone has a different personal legend. Everyone has a different book written for them. Like, so you can't let social media make you feel like I'm not moving fast enough. I know that it's difficult sometimes seeing, you know, people being where they want to be in life and you're not where you want to be in life, but that should just be motivation to just make you push harder. You know, like, plan smarter, make better moves, action, less talking. You feel me? Okay guys, so I went ahead and I applied the concealer that I'm going to be using. It's the Fenty Beauty 330 matte concealer. I'm not the biggest fan of this concealer, but because I put a matte foundation on, I felt like maybe this wouldn't go too bad, like it would work, or it can go really bad and be too dry. So let's hope for the best. I'm gonna try and see if I could blend it out as seamlessly as I can, but I have had bad experiences with this concealer, so let's just pray for the best. So that wasn't too bad. It lifted my eye up a little, so that wasn't too bad. And then I'm gonna bake really quickly as well before I start on my next topic, sweetie, because I need to make sure that we killing 2 birds with 1 stone, if possible, always. So if y'all watch my videos, let's take a little Starbucks break. So I was getting ready to say, if you watch my videos, you know I don't bake. That's not my thing. I do not really see the purpose of it, but I have learned a new technique when it comes to baking. I patted powder first to let it kind of soak up in my skin, and then where I want to like highlight even more, I just kind of like dip the beauty blender, like these areas, dip the beauty blender in them, and it just brightens up your eye a little bit more. So I have learned that little technique, but I don't really see the purpose of baking. I personally like a smooth, like flawless, translucent powder finish. I'm not a big fan of the highlighted under eye and stuff. It's not like my thing. But today we are just doing something a little different. I'm just learning a new technique, and I figured why not just do it on camera. I'm about to get into brows, but I do want to wash my hands because I have like all this stuff on my hands right now. So I'm gonna wash my hands, and then I'll come back and talk to you guys a little bit more about everything else I want to talk to you guys about. We'll be back. Alright guys, so I'm about to get into my brows, and as I get into my brows, I'm going to zoom in so you guys don't see me clearly. Too overexposed. Is this good? Is this good? Is this a good angle? Like, what's that? Tell me. What do I need to do? Help me out. Is this good? Okay. We gonna rock with this. So I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pomade in chocolate. Almost finished, literally almost finished. Okay, so another thing before I get into my brows, I just want to read this to you because I wanted to talk about this. So the other post that I put up was, stop comparing. This goes for the creative or not. You are designed different with a different life path and purpose than anyone else walking this earth. That is your superpower. Stop comparing yourself to your peers, to the super spoiled rich kids on Instagram, never had to work a day in their life. The idea you had of where you should have been 5 years ago today. God didn't have that plan written for you. And trust and believe that this thing is all written by one hand, the good and the bad. Your time will come when you're ready, but as of right now, keep backing those ideas and that plan with consistent hard work. You will wake up one day, or maybe over the course of a few days, weeks, months, years, watching it all pay off, watching your plays win the game. It will feel like everything you thought it would and more. Like, I wrote that from my heart, okay? And like, I just finished reading this book. It's called It's All in Your Head by Russ. Shout out to him because he's so like, he is one of like the people that I've been watching lately and just like learning about more and more. And I just with his mindset so heavy. Like, if we could buy mindsets, I would buy his. Like he's literally like the male version of me. Like, mine is just, I love his authenticity. I love his like, I don't give a attitude. I love that he knows his worth. He knew his worth from a very young age. He knew exactly what it is that he could do and where he was gonna go. He never stopped chasing his dreams. Sacrificed so many years, like just struggling and putting his all into his music, and loved his music so much, even though he said he looked back at it and he feels like his music was probably trash back then, but back then he felt like it was the greatest thing on earth. That's how you have to be about your okay? This is not that necessarily on topic with what I just read, but the book, It's All in Your Head, talks about achieving your goals after putting in so much hard work and not getting recognized and not getting, you know, accolades and not getting acknowledged and credited for it, but just still putting in that like love and that passion and the drive that you have for what it is that you love to do into your work, regardless of getting any of those things. And then later on, the crowd will clap because they're gonna watch the show eventually. Like, eventually they're not gonna be able to escape it. It's gonna be everywhere. They're gonna have to tune in, and that's the attitude that he has, and I love that. It's hard keeping motivation alive when you're not being motivated by anything tangible. It's hard keeping motivation alive when you're struggling and your reality is crumbling and falling apart and your bills aren't paid, or you haven't had a good meal in weeks, months, maybe years, but you're creating something that's going to be so impactful that you'll never have to worry about another empty plate in your life. That's really what it's all about. Sacrificing the now for the forever. That book is amazing, and I recommend that book for anybody that just kind of needs a quick like pick me up to remind themselves like there is light at the end of the tunnel, and one day what you've sown will finally grow to its full potential, and one day you're going to be able to pick fruit from your own tree. Don't worry, be happy. I'm happy whether it is that I have money in my pocket or I don't, because being rich and being wealthy is a mindset. That's where it starts. But yeah, like I was saying before, like I had wrote on my Instagram, like really stop comparing. Like stop comparing. You are walking this earth with a different purpose than everybody else, and a different written script than everybody else. So you cannot compare yourself, because you're not living the same life. Like you're not living with the same problems, you're not living with the same people, you're not walking the same path. So you can't compare yourself to that. You gotta just focus on your own lane and worry about where it is that you're headed, so that you don't miss your exit. Real shit. Like my eyebrows are giving me a bit of a problem today. Don't know why. Oh baby girl, you're taking forever. Guys, I'm so indecisive right now on what to do with my hair. Like I don't know what to do with my hair. I've been wearing my hair natural for some time now, like naturally straight, not naturally curly, but I've been wearing it naturally straight for some time now, and I want to give it a break because it's just causing my hair to be really dry, like extremely dry for some reason. And I'm not understanding like why, but I mean now I know why, because the heat and everything. I just don't want to believe it. That's really what it is. I have to take a break for some time and just kind of, you know, give it a break so that I could oil my hair and my scalp properly. When it's straight, you know, like I can't really oil it. Let me back up a little bit. When it's straight, you guys know that I can't really do much. I can't really oil it or anything, so then it's gonna get super heavy, and I'm not even gonna do that to myself. But can you guys give me some suggestions on like what protective style I should do next? Because I'm definitely gonna do a protective style. I think I'm gonna probably do faux locks, like the crochet faux locks, or maybe I'll do knotless ones. I don't know yet. If not faux locks, then maybe I was thinking braids, but I don't really want braids right now, so I was just kind of in between braids, faux lock, what was the other option? The twist, like the passion twist maybe, but I'm leaning more towards faux lock. But maybe you guys can help me with this. I have a question. What faux lock brand or kind or style of faux lock should I get? Because I know they have the Bohemian faux locks that I have tried before, but I don't remember the brand, and like every time I think it's that brand, yeah, 9 times the bottom line is I don't remember the brand. That's the bottom line. I don't remember the brand. So tell me what brand is like a really good brand for them, and if like I can get them online or anything. I would really appreciate that. That would really make me happy. My lips are so dry and crusty right now. I'm going to apologize. I am so sorry for the ratchetness and the ghetto-ness of this video, because that nobody should have to go through that ever. This, by the way, that I'm using is MAC Cosmetics Dark Deepest Sun Skin Finish Bronzer that you may know is my favorite. Y'all know this is my favorite. So what are y'all plans for 2020? Because I got some plans for 2020. So what are y'all plans? What are y'all finna do this year? Are y'all finna take over the world like me? Because we finna take over the world. No cap though. Like, for real though. I want to be a part of some good conversations this year. Some good, important conversations this year. Let me actually go ahead and just wipe that away. Alrighty now. You guys know I'm not the biggest eyeshadow person, so you know I'm gonna just pop in a little bit of color in my, you know, in my crease area. This is the Black Radiance color contour palette, light to medium, and these two shades were the ones that I was using. I was using this when I was doing that little thing, and I was using this on my nose, dragging it down, and you know, contouring it or whatever. Do my lashes and put some mascara on my lashes. But I think what would make this even better, so I was thinking social media and its impact on us is so heavy, and I want to challenge us to minimize our time and like prioritize our time when it comes to social media this year. What I've been doing is just going on there like maybe 15-20 minutes a day, but literally just those 15-20 minutes, all I'm doing is like putting what I need to put on there and probably looking at my feed and then getting off, because it's the same thing that you're going to be seeing
over and over and over again.
And you know that little thing that like pops up on your timeline that's like, you're all done. So I'm just gonna minimize my time and my viewage or viewership on social media, which for me, it's only Instagram, so it's not that bad. Like, Instagram is not really, to me, all that. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't miss it when I'm off of it. I could just delete Instagram off of my phone and just call it a day. But it's not about me, it's about all of us, and I want to challenge everybody on my channel, everybody who subscribes to my channel. I want to challenge you guys. Try to minimize your time on social media. Like, you don't have to be on social media all day, every day, bro. Like, it might seem like I'm on social media a lot, but I really am not. Like, I be taking, sporadically, I be on it. I be taking days off, a few days sometimes. Like, depending on how much I need, I take those days because I get so much done with the days that I'm not on it, and like when it's not on my phone, I get so much more done in those days. Like, I really be seeing different results in my life. So yeah, I challenge you guys, I challenge y'all, stop spending so much time on social media and spending so much time on caption and more time into action. That's what Drake said, I think, in that song.
Y'all spend too much time on captions and not enough on action.
Y'all know I love British Drake. Okay. I love British Drake. I love all Drakes. Okay, all Drakes. Jamaican Drake, Canadian Drake, British Drake. You never know who he gonna turn into next. I'm trying to debate if I want to add some lashes. Yeah, I'm gonna add some. Like this video if you're still struggling with applying lashes in 2020. Okay? Just like it. We'll talk about it later. And then now, I want you to like this video if you want to be able to apply lashes that fast in 2020. So, I don't know what lip gloss I want to use. I do have this lip gloss, which I'm probably going to use. Let's see. It's pretty. I don't like it. I kind of like just how this looks. Like, just like a matte lip. My lips look a little better. I like how this looks better. It's not really that like big of a difference, but sometimes you just need a little, you know what I'm saying? But I brought the book to show you guys. So this is the book that I was talking about in the video. It is called It's All in Your Head, Get Out of Your Way by Russ, who is a producer, engineer, artist, rapper, singer, songwriter. He's a f***ing genius. So if you don't know who I'm talking about, he has a really popular song out now called Best on Earth with Bia. This book is so good. It's so pretty too. I finished it in like less than 4 hours, but it's so pretty. I love how pretty it is. But yeah, he talks about a lot of different things like manifestation, just knowing like what it is that was gonna happen in his life. Like, he knew that he was gonna be great, and it's broken up into 3 parts: delusion, persistence, and gratitude. Delusion, speak your goals into existence, be delusional, you versus you. Talks about just like success throughout his whole life, the journey of being broke, not having shit. He doesn't talk about this in the book, but I heard this when he talked about it in an interview, and he was like, yo, like, I used to live like I think it was in Brooklyn, and he used to just like go to the Chinese spot down the block and like buy a $5 meal, maybe like 2 chicken wings and some fried rice, I don't know. But doing that and then like putting his all into his work and his artistry, to now like seeing the fruits of his labor just blossom in front of his eyes. And his work that was released back in 2011 is just now, it just like started getting, you know what I'm saying, recognized for the greatness of it and the uniqueness of it. I don't even know if that's the word I'm trying to think of, but just like his achievements are like finally starting to be recognized. But he always recognized his achievements. Like he always knew that his work was valuable. He always knew that his work was worth more than any price you could put on it. So shout out to him. But my message overall for this video is really just to come on here and talk to you guys about just like, don't compare yourself, don't compare your path. Everybody's life path is different. Everybody has a different purpose. Everybody has a different journey, and I really do strongly believe that it is all written. Like everything that happens in life always connects itself together, and it always connects itself because it was already here. It's like an unwritten language, and I don't necessarily understand that language fully yet, but I see things happen around me, and I see like God giving me signs all the time. I always ask him for signs. I always ask him for signs. Anytime I'm stuck in a decision, or not decision, anytime I'm stuck in a situation where I feel like I don't know how to get myself out, or I'm unsure of like what decision to make, I always ask him for a sign, and I promise you I always get it. I always get it. But this is just some highlight I'm adding to my skin. This is finishing spray from Skindinavia. I love choking me up, honey. I need a gloss on top of this. I'm gonna put a little bit of gloss. Alright guys, so this is the end of my video. Just to kind of wrap up my video and just wrap up the point that I was trying to make earlier. The power of social media can only get stronger if you continue to give it power in your life. Like, social media is not, trust me, it's so f***ed up that we live in this like time, but at the same time I feel like every decade, like every generation, every year is just gonna bring something different. We live in the generation of social media right now, and like it's so inevitable for people to compare themselves to other people that they see on there. But like, don't forget that it is just an app. Social media is an app with a machine of like millions of people behind it. Our brain subconsciously stores imagery, whether or not you know it. Our brain subconsciously stores thoughts of insecurity and thoughts of comparison and thoughts of, you know, like feeling like you're not good enough. Like those thoughts subconsciously are saved in your subconscious mind, because social media is like one of the biggest triggers of it. And every time you go on there, that's what you do. Like, you compare, you know, say like, damn, like I wish I had a body like this, or I wish I looked like this, or I wish I had this, or I wish my relationship was like this. And it's like, yo, you really don't know what people be going through. You really don't know the real deal behind these pictures. You really don't know these people's everyday lives. They're posting just the good and leaving out the bad. And shout out to the people that leave in the bad. But it's still being compared because you were, like, it's like you went through all of what you had went through, and now you're posting what you went through, but you're in a position that I want to be in. So it's like I'm still comparing your current situation to my current situation. And even though I understand that your old situation is my current situation, that shit makes me real 10 times worse, because it's like, damn. How come I didn't overcome it yet? Or how come I'm not there yet? Or how come I'm not doing this yet? Your time will come when God feels like he's ready. Your time will come when it will come. Don't rush it. don't feel pressured by social media. Don't let the pictures and the accolades and the vanity and, you know, the glistening, the glamour, the gold, don't let that blind you, because it's all a virtual reality. Like, nobody gets dressed, do their makeup, gets dressed every single day to take pictures on social media. Like, you're just getting the Friday night and the Saturday night, and, you know, the good highlighted parts. You're not getting the bad parts. So don't ever feel discouraged. I know, like, sometimes social media can, like, discourage me, like, in terms of feeling like, you know, I'm not producing fast enough, or I'm not, like, putting out the best content, or just, I don't know, just like whatever it may be. Like, don't let it kick you off of your path. Like, another thing I had brought up on my Instagram, like, do not let money control your decisions in life. Don't chase the money, let the money chase you, because once it starts chasing you, oh bitch, all you gotta focus on is what you love to do. Like, what your plan is, what your goal is, what your passion is, what motivates you, what drives you, what inspires you, and everything else will follow. I've seen it happen, not just with me, but with family, with friends, and I know that being motivated by passion is just so much more powerful than being motivated by money. And I just want you guys to understand that. Like, I know I have a lot of younger audience, so, you know, coming up, you're always told that your dreams are not going to pay the bills, like, your dreams are not going, you know, to whatever. I don't know. Parents that just have a funny way of, like, making you feel good about yourself. Like, that's just really it. And it kind of sucks because it comes from your parents half the time, and it's like, yo, like, I'm really trying, and I'm really trying, and the more that I'm trying, the more that I feel like don't recognize that, and you don't appreciate and see that, and it's f***ed up, because half the time the people that discourage you from your dreams are your family. 9 times out of 10, it's the people you know, the people you're around, the people who you're surrounded by. So you gotta just make sure, like, even if it is your family, you need to separate yourself mentally. Maybe you can't physically separate yourself, but mentally compartmentalize, like, that anger or that compartmentalize that opinion from that family member or that friend or that loved one or whoever it may be. Compartmentalize what it is that they're projection of what it is that they couldn't do. They're projecting that onto you. That has nothing to do with you. You have everything to do with you, and you are living right now, in the moment. Right now, you're figuring yourself out, and don't let anybody deter you from feeling like your dreams are not good enough, your dreams are unattainable, your dreams are your dreams for a reason. God allows you to dream what He allows you to dream for a reason, because He wants you to feel and taste and live and become what it is that you want to become in life. I strongly believe that dreams are like an omen almost from God. Like, you dream certain things, not coincidentally. Nothing in life happens as a coincidence. So it's like one of those things that you gotta just really, like, have full trust in yourself, in your gut, and your intuition, to the point where you don't let anybody else interfere with that. And that's, like, pretty much what I wanted to say. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I almost feel like I was rushing, like, talking really fast. So forgive me if I was talking fast, but if I don't talk fast, I don't get my words out. You guys know, like, I'm a very slow talker when I be doing my makeup and stuff. Like, I can't multitask. So it's annoying, but I'll be trying. So if you guys liked watching this video, do not obviously forget to subscribe to your girl. Also, like this video if I taught you something today, if you know, felt me on a few different topics or a few different points. I really love this video. Like, I can just tell by just sitting down here and talking and opening up my mind and opening up, like, what I've been thinking about to you guys. I can tell that, like, this is gonna be a good video because I just feel it. Like, I feel it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Don't forget to let me know what you guys want to see down below, and I hope that your year has started off, like, amazingly, and even if it hasn't, just know that it's gonna get better. Stay strong, stay positive, make sure you pray on it, make sure you have those conversations with God, make sure you have those conversations with yourself, and be honest with yourself, be true to how you feel, and know that, like, everything is gonna be okay. Do not fret, do not worry, do not panic. You gotta just have faith, and I strongly believe that Faith has gotten me through last year. Faith have gotten me the rough patch of the start of this year. So know that it is not permanent. It is temporary. Whatever it is that you're going through, just know that as long as you have faith, as long as you pray and you stay true to yourself, honest with yourself, whatever it is that you're going through, just know that you're not alone. Like, God has you. And yeah, I'm not gonna rant anymore. But I felt like that was important for me to share with you guys. So thank you guys again for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.